Welcome to another episode of Untouched Radio Show, Untouched Podcast, Untouched Live. I am your host, Be Easy. Everyone knows me as Easy, and welcome to the show. Once again, we have a special guest, very, very special guest. We have Doloreste in the building, who's gonna sit here and chat with us about a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad to have you in the building.
Thank you.
You are a brilliant mind.
For having me.
Yeah. So
Hello
we're gonna,
everyone.
yes.
I'm Doloreste and I'm so happy to be here today with Easy and
Yes.
we are going to talk, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we
Good.
are. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So let's dive right into it. So Doloreste came to us a little while ago, doing something to promote her business and her new app that she has right now. It's out right now. I actually have the app myself. But would you like to tell people about it?
Yeah.
Please.
This is redefining the way we are connecting. It's like we are connected via technology and we are using entertainment for our own pleasure, and there are so many different layers of entertainment and activities, such as watching a movie, reading a book, and they are all accessible online, listening to music. So
Right.
now I have built that platform where either if you do like movie or TV shows
course.
or reading a book or listening to music, you can find yourself. You can find your create, your people, the people who are into them. And it's not only about finding where to watch them, it is more about building your family. The
Sure.
people who are passionate about the art of it, thinking about it, analyzing what is happening from that TV show. Probably
Sure.
it might be the cinematography, it might be the script. You might be interested about the visual. There are so many layers of things you might be interested to talk about. The
Sure.
music, the rhythm, and exchanging that. If your friends or family, they are far away or they are close, it doesn't matter, because you can build that community on the platform wherever you go and with whoever you want. And
So-
as long as we all know we are on the platform to enjoy ourselves, to
course.
open discourse, share conversations, say the things you might not be able to say because you might be by yourself, and
Right.
and then you want to use the app to say, hi, Easy, hi, Dolores, did you watch it? I didn't think that he would do that. He
Right.
did it,
Right.
stuff like that. And then try to find more meaning into the things we are enjoying. And then technology is there. Why not taking advantage of it to increase more thinking? Probably
Right.
we may come up with something more interesting over time with more content. That's
So
the idea.
it sounds very friendly to the creator of the entertainment. So
Yes.
the book creator, the creator of the films,
Yes.
the creator of the music.
Yes.
It allows the fans to connect with them on a
Definitely.
deeper level, as opposed to the bots that a lot of people encounter when they deal with these
Yes.
people directly. I get it. I get it.
Yes.
So how did you come up with this
The idea.
vision?
It's
I
a-
would say, yeah,
That
it's definitely a vision.
I am really passionate about it. I
Okay.
live and breathe for the project.
Okay.
And I started working on it last year. It was June, and I was looking at my screen, and then all those, those movies, they were like moving back and forth, and I was thinking, and I was also listening to music, and I was asking myself, okay, I had experience for many industries. After
Sure.
15 years working in business, manufacturing, legal, and finance, and
Right.
a large range of experience in
Sure.
business and finance, I said it's time now to work into something that is related to my passion. And I decided to what it is exactly. And I was always interested about art, I was always trying to find meaning from things, trying to look at a picture, trying to understand what it means, trying to listening to music, but after
Right.
that, trying to understand the meaning, and everything came to me, and I came to understand. Okay, that's what I want to do, and I want to create a platform. It's not like a streaming guide where you can just search and find where to watch something. It is like more than that. You can do that if you want. It is personalized to do that, but you can go deeper, like it says on my website.
Right,
go deeper
right.
with your entertainment.
Right. So the website she's talking about is Shestel, right? Is that how you say it, right?
Yeah, it's Shestel.
.com. That is SHESTEL.com. You should definitely check it out. It's a pretty dope app, dope website. It connects a lot of us creators and entertainers and fans
Yeah.
of that entertainment, and I think it's pretty cool that you came up with that, and you have a great team. If you want to shout out to Doloreste team, the Shestel team.
Yeah,
if you want to give
I want
them
to say
a shout
hi
out.
to
Yes, please.
Robs. I want to say thank you to Nitish. I want to say hi to Shelly.
Yes.
I want to say hi to Manav.
Yes.
And I
Hi
want
to
to
all
say
you
hi to
guys.
AJ and Shantanoza and everyone else. If I forgot the name.
Yeah, shout out to the Shestel team, because I think in order to make any brand, any business work, you need a team.
Yes.
You need a team that's functioning. Everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
You got to be able to work together.
Yes.
And I think it's pretty cool. And we was able to do something with Dolores where she was able to give acknowledgement to her team and all the things that they represent for her company and her vision,
Yes.
which is pretty awesome. I'm big on that. So,
I
tapping
would
in.
also have to say that I'm
Please,
looking for a
please.
content creator right now.
Okay.
And if anyone is interested
Okay.
into being like a content creator for Shestel,
Okay.
like just chat me up and
Okay.
drop me a
Where can they
message.
find you? Where can they
They
find
can
you?
email me at shestel@shestel.com, or yes, they can email me at shestel@shestel.com, and I will
So
be
if you're
happy.
looking for an opportunity as a content creator, right now that's a big gig, and just getting yourself out there, getting your face out there.
Yes.
This is an up and coming platform where it's allowing creators to be free with their work. And if you are willing to do something like that, I think this would be cool. This is a great opportunity. So
Yes.
give her a shout. I think that's awesome. So going into entertainment, so I heard you mention, books, film, and music.
Yeah.
So what would be like some of your favorite books? Do you have any faves, any must reads out there that you would say, hey,
Oh.
that they have to check out?
One of my issue is I have read so many business books,
Okay.
and not too many fiction or
That's okay.
books of that
Give
kind
some
of-
give some business books out there, because
Okay.
there's some entrepreneurs out there that's gonna tune in. People
was-
are gonna tune into this. Let's
Oh,
go.
probably one of
Please.
my favorite books that I have read again and again is emotional intelligence, because
Okay.
I really like to feel when I'm talking to someone that I'm doing my best to try to listen to that person
Sure.
and try to be sensitive.
Sure.
I'm trying every day, trying my best to exercise that
Sure.
practice again and again, trying to be sensitive, a good listener. And as my motto, as a leader, I like to be a transformative leader.
Sure.
And what I mean by that, I don't want to build something and take only advantage from people. I want to give people the opportunity to grow themselves.
Sure.
And as they can grow, Shestel can grow. I can grow.
course,
So
of
the
course.
more you can be bigger, like you can reach where you want to go, you get to the ceiling, it's
Right.
gonna be better for me,
Of course.
because we're gonna be able to give each other like the hand we are looking for. So
Right.
that's what I'm using as my motto. I want to be a transformative leader. So one of my favorite book is Emotional Intelligence. So
Okay.
check it out.
Yeah, check out Emotional Intelligence. I
Yes.
think that's something I may put on my list as well, as a business man and someone that's looking to tap into different ways to communicate
Yes.
with people on different platforms. I
Yes.
think that's something that would be really beneficial.
Yes.
Any other listens? Like, we like to do top threes on this on this show.
Oh.
So I'm not saying to give, your favorite top three. It seems like you gave me your favorite book already in the business world. So let's just go to
I could
two.
give you another one.
Yeah, I just
if
need
you'd
two
like
more.
to.
I just need two more.
Okay.
Two
The
more
second
books for
one
the
might
business
be,
world.
the seven most successful ways. I forgot the name, but I can give you two other ones. Two other ones.
okay.
It's like visual intelligence and social intelligence, because it's a trio.
Now, is it all the same author?
Not
is
the
it
same
trio?
author.
No. Okay,
I decided
okay.
to use different author because
Okay.
I wanted to explore the depth of the subject from different point of view. So for that reason, I wanted to explore the subject from different authors to combine their ideas and to build my own opinion afterwards. So, you could get emotional intelligence. It's of I forgot the author's name, so you're gonna have to excuse me.
It's okay. It's okay.
But the thing is, I will share the name with you
Sure.
later, and
Sure,
then you
and
can
we'll
share
put it
them.
in the bio. We'll put
Yes,
these authors in the bio
We
for
can
sure.
do that. Emotional intelligence, social intelligence, and visual intelligence. It's for me, it is one of being a businessman or businesswoman,
Sure.
or any other professional skills you might have. I tend to believe to excel at anything, it is really important to understand what is around you, the people who are around you.
Right.
You are not going, you can have all the skills, you can have all the knowledge, but if you cannot use that knowledge and the tools you do have with people around you and
Right.
the environment you are living in, you are not going to go anywhere. So to me, that's why I'm so passionate about emotional
Right.
intelligence, social intelligence, and
Right.
visual intelligence. Like listening, hear, and feeling. They
Right.
are really important to me. Maybe
So-
that's why I'm so interested about entertainment too.
Right, and then I think that's why you're very passionate about it, and it shows with your app. It's very friendly to the
Yes.
fan or to the user,
Yeah.
because it looks like you empathize with them. You
Yeah.
understand
Yes.
the passion that comes behind being a fan of
Yes.
these things, and I think
Yes.
that's pretty cool. I
Yes.
think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, as far as music, I will say, being around you, you've had a distinct taste of music that you get to motivate you.
Yeah.
So what are some tunes that like get you going, that get Dolores going in the morning? If it's like, you first wake up, or maybe before a business meeting or something, like, because music is something I've always said that is a part of everyone's life,
Yes.
in one way or another.
Yeah.
Whatever form of music or genre that you listen to, that it's a part of you,
Yeah.
and what you do in your routine. So do you have a song, or do you have like a genre, or like a composer of some sort, artist of some sort that you like to listen to when you get going?
I will say, if I would have to pick, definitely,
Okay.
I would go with John Legend.
Ooh, John Legend.
Yeah, yes, and
Shout out
one
to
of
John
my
Legend.
favorite, one of my favorite
Okay.
song is like, In the Dark. It's
In
like
the Dark?
it's my ringtone.
Okay.
I think you can
Yes,
hear. It's like
yes.
it's so profound.
Yes.
But if I have to explain to you what kind of music I do like, I will say that I don't really have any specific
Gotcha.
genre. It is more about the tunes. It's more about
Gotcha.
the lyrics. It's more about the rhythm. It's more about how exactly it helps me to transcend.
Got it. So you like to connect with the music
Yes, I
directly.
like to connect. It's like it doesn't necessarily have to be classic or
Sure.
or country or
Sure.
pop or R&B. It doesn't matter.
Well,
It's
that's a
more-
fantastic artist that you chose, because John Legend is somebody I believe can, break the barriers. He can cross the lines.
Yes.
He has an amazing voice, and also a very talented musician.
Yes.
The way he plays his music,
Yes.
the way he taps into the sounds.
Yes.
So I think that's an awesome choice.
Yeah.
Shout out to John Legend, man.
Yes.
Keep doing your thing, brother. Keep
Yes,
doing
that's
your thing.
that's one of my favorites. It's like when you're listening to music and then you take your time to listen to the rhythm, then to listen to the tunes, and then after that you listen to the lyrics
Right.
and try to guess probably for your own point of view,
Sure.
or maybe try to understand what is the message
Right.
behind that music.
Substance.
And it's I mean, you are transcended.
Yes.
You are going to find something. You're going to
Yes.
find.
Thank you. And I believe like that's the beauty. That's the beauty in, you know, finding a connecting point with these composers, these creators, these artists, to be able to understand what did you mean when you said that.
Yes.
Because like when it comes to lyrics, people don't really pay attention as much as they used to. You know,
No,
music
that's
is
the
very, very
thing.
powerful. You know, the lyrics are very, very important. You know, and like to break it down. And shout out to Mississippi. You know, we definitely gonna do a segment on our radio, Untouched Radio, for where we do lyrical breakdown, where we would exactly do that and break down the lyrics of people's songs.
Yes.
And see what it could mean, the double entendres, the things that kind of connect the artist to the fan.
Yeah,
And,
we don't do that anymore.
Right. So we wanna expand on that. So shout out to Mississippi for coming up with that idea for something, and y'all won't take it first because we already on it, baby. But yeah, so back on when it comes to like the lyrics, like so do you have any background in like English or writing literature of any sorts, or did you just tap into like books just on your own?
The thing is, when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot. I could go to a library and spend like an entire day, day
Get
after
out.
day, reading books, and I can read a book like for 500 pages, like
Get out.
in a few hours. Because when I'm lost and
500
I'm reading,
pages, huh?
yes, I'm reading. It's like, and
Wow.
you know, and it's easy for me to read really fast.
Sure.
And when I'm really connected, I can feel like I have to keep running. I have to
Yeah.
take on the pace. And
Right.
it's
So
really,
we had an author here. Shout out to Pleasant D. Spain. He has has a book out on Amazon.
okay.
And yeah, he said that's as a creator, excuse me, of anything that has substance, you know, you want to provide that, you know, and then what happens? And then what happens? And then what? And
Yes.
now what? And
And then-
how you get to that? How you supposed to do the questions that come to the inquisitive mind
Yes.
of people, you know? And I think that's very important. We have to ask questions about things to learn how it works.
Yes.
Like I'm one of those people that I need to learn how something works.
Yes.
You know, I like to break it down till it's to its simplest form,
Yes.
and then build it back up to see
Yes.
how it works. You know,
Yes.
that's just me. I'm one of those weird guys, I guess you could say. You know.
But if you don't mind me asking,
Sure, please,
you
ask
asked me
anything.
about what's my, my genre, my favorite music, and
Sure.
I told you. So now it's your turn to tell me if you have
Got
to
you.
choose, what would be.
Got you. So all right. So favorite genre of music.
Okay.
I'll say, of course, I have to do a big shout out to hip hop because of how it's transcended over time. It's the progress that is made, you know, from the pioneers that built this culture, from not just being about the music, but being about a lifestyle, being about a culture that people can live by, and honestly rooted in the sense of positivity and expression
Yes.
and creativity in the highest form.
Yes.
You know, and I love hip hop for that. But I would say before that, I was a huge fan of jazz music.
Ah.
So I'm a huge jazz fan.
Uh-huh.
So like my favorite jazz musician is Grover Washington, honestly. I used to play the trumpet when I was a kid. That was you know, an instrument that I chose. I wanted the drums, honestly, but everyone was jumping on the drums at that time.
Okay.
So I got into the trumpet. I really enjoyed that. Shout out to my Aunt Shelly. She was into jazz music,
Okay.
like pretty heavy, and she introduced me. And big shout out to Big Kev because I used to go over to his house and
Oh.
listen to jazz music as well.
And go
he
back
was,
home late.
Yeah, and just vibe out. It was something that soothed me. I was
Forgetting about time.
yeah,
It's
you
like,
let the time pass. I used to like to do poems and things like that
Me
as I
too.
listened. So it was very very I connected to the sounds of jazz in a way that I would say I didn't connect necessarily with the sounds of hip hop. Hip hop kind of made me want to be a part of the song,
Okay.
and jazz allowed me to appreciate the
Jazz,
sounds, the
jazz
music
is
of the sound.
unique. It's like
Yeah.
I am connected to right now I can feel like jazz is playing in my head.
Yes.
But you know what? My great grandfather was like a jazz player from
Get out.
Yeah, from New Orleans, Ninth Ward. Yes.
What was his name?
Sidney Bechet.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said in New Orleans?
Yes.
Wow. So he's famous out there doing his
I
thing.
don't know.
Yeah, I bet. Because New Orleans was big for that.
Yes.
Music and that vibe. So that's awesome. Shout out to New Orleans, man. Hopefully,
Yeah.
everything is still going smooth in that music department. So, in your time doing business and in your education and things of that nature, I assume that you traveled
Yes.
a bit.
I traveled.
Okay.
And of course, I'm from Haiti, like born in Haiti, and I traveled to pretty much every Caribbean country nearby, like Jamaica,
Okay.
Cuba, of course, Dominican Republic,
Gotcha. Okay.
Canada, the US.
Yes,
Now
yes.
that's my home now for probably more than
See what happened for the foreseeable
I
future,
don't know.
huh?
I can't even remember for how long. That's my
Yeah.
home.
Here we
So
are.
everyone stay away from my home.
Yes, please stay away.
Yes, and now I'm planning on traveling again. Probably, Paris and
Have you ever been to
I
Paris
want to-
before, or this
no,
would be the first?
it's gonna be the first time
Okay.
because I am exploring my family tree lineage,
Okay.
and they are like
Oh, that's
Ireland,
interesting.
Africa,
Wow.
and Paris. Africa,
Right.
Paris and Ireland, and
So what part of
Italy.
what part of Africa, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it's some part of North Africa.
North Africa?
But
Okay.
I'm still searching.
Okay.
I'm still searching
Okay.
in Ireland. I don't know yet the exact place, but I'm putting things together.
Sure,
because
sure.
it's interesting because
Right.
it's also Italy.
Get out,
yes.
really, huh?
It's like
I have
I'm a melting
my
pot.
godbrother. My godbrother plays professional basketball in Italy. Actually, yeah, he loves it there. He loves
Yeah.
it there. Made a lot of connections.
But over time, traveling to all those places, it becomes more than just connecting to lineage. It becomes about exploring cultures, connecting with art. Because I've watched that TV show, Medici, and I came to really understand something really meaningful. To really leave a legacy behind, it's more than just creating something. Because you can create something today and tomorrow it got, I don't know, stolen, destructed,
Sure.
and everyone is going to forget about it.
Sure.
It's finding that thing that is going to stand the test of time.
Longevity,
Yes.
timeless.
Yes.
type
It
of
is
things.
timeless. It's like
Yes,
time cannot
yes.
really break it.
That is the most important
That
thing in
is
my
the
life.
most important thing.
Yeah, I always say that. I'm a big supporter of people who believe that time
Yes,
is
finding
the most
that
important.
thing.
Yes. I love that. And that's important. You have to find what gets you going.
Yes.
What gets you motivated in the morning and pursuing your greater self. Because at the end of the day, you can think about and talk about this vision, but at some point you have to put some action in.
Yes.
And you have to put something behind this vision.
Yes.
And and like I said, another shout out to your team, because at some point you have to find the right people to fit the right moments
Yes.
in the right
at the right time.
positions at the right time. Exactly, because time is so important, and I think that's pretty cool. And as a as a young black woman,
Yeah.
that's thriving in this business, it's very very difficult to try to break these barriers down.
Very difficult.
And would you like to share like some how you
I started
overcome
it, like,
and then how you overcome some of these
it's-
things like,
it's like
yeah what
it's a really long story, but
Sure.
I'm gonna try my best to
Hey,
to summarize.
I'm here for it.
But
I'm
the
here
thing
for it.
is, I did not have any experience from that industry at all. The art and entertainment, that's not my industry. I'm not
Gotcha.
an artist. I'm not a model or anything of the sort. I'm not a writer. So that industry is completely a stranger to me.
Gotcha.
And when I started, I decided, okay, I have my idea. I want to put it into action. Not talking about it, but more about bringing it to life. Because I don't
Right.
like keep thinking without action. And I started building the platform, and I came to realize I need a network. I need people around me with whom I can share the idea. And I decided to join an accelerator program. At first, I would say, like, from the entire program, they did not believe in me. They said, okay, it's not like fintech, and I'm not from the industry. It's
Right.
not interesting. But I wanted them to see the potential in it.
Sure.
And it was really hard, but I stayed because I knew what I wanted. I
Sure.
knew that I have to walk the walk, take the steps, and
Yes.
it is something that I have to do anyway.
It's part of the journey.
That's the journey.
part of the journey, yes, yes.
And I did it, and it was really hard, and I had to learn tech skills myself.
Yes.
And I had a few skills under my belt,
Sure,
because
sure.
I have that data analysis and in FP&A background, so it's already in my veins.
Right.
But hardcore coding skills wasn't there, so I had to study AWS myself to
Right,
get
so
on.
you taught yourself how to do that.
Taught myself how to create the infrastructure on Amazon WS,
Wow.
how to create like the whole system. I had to do it on my own.
Wow.
And afterwards, I started connecting with people, and a few people from the accelerator program who believe in me decided to become my advisors, and I built my team. And little by little, I had a few team members from Argentina,
Okay.
then from London,
Wow.
and then from India. So I couldn't sleep.
Wow.
I was awake 24 hours
Yes,
a
because
day.
the time zone.
Yes.
Yes.
In my idea, I sketched the entire frames for every page on the app myself.
Okay.
And I had to study it.
Wow.
I had to learn how to do it. So please, everyone and anyone, the idea, the project, BI Shestel, it is a passion, and I do believe in it. I do believe that we can really go deeper with our entertainment.
Sure.
We can enjoy ourselves, and at the same time find that place where we feel we do belong.
Right.
We do feel like we can connect, we can chill.
Yes.
At the same time, we can have that open discourse.
Yes,
And
yes.
have that critical thinking.
Yes.
Peeling the layers, like you just said
Yes.
earlier. You remember? When you
Yes,
said,
of
like,
course.
try to break down the lyrics and
Yes.
peel the
You wanna
layers.
break it down. You wanna
Yes,
peel the
said it
layers back.
right.
Yes.
So that's
Because-
the place. So if you're going to peel the layers,
Yes.
probably
We're
give
gonna
me
bring
some
it on
time
here. Yeah,
to
we're gonna
get
put
the
it on
music
there.
side on
We're
top
gonna put
of
it
the
on there.
platform.
Well,
So
yeah,
peel the
you can
layers
bet
on
that.
Shestel.
You bet that it'll be right there on Shestel. You can
So-
bet that.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
yes.
the thing. And
That's awesome.
And the journey so far is still hard because probably 2 to 3 weeks back, I had to reconceptualize the team completely. My entire system and infrastructure, I had to reconsider everything, and I call it failures, but at the same time I like it because it's part of the journey. Because
Yes.
when you're running and you don't know if you're going to meet with a curve, and suddenly you meet with a curve, sometimes at first you're going to feel, okay, it's a bad thing that shouldn't.
It can be discouraging.
It's discouraging and everything.
Sure.
You start spiraling, you
Sure.
feel like you are completely lost. But after a while, you have to realize that it is really necessary to
Right.
meet with that curve, because
Right,
over
right.
time you're gonna have to keep running, and
Right.
next time you know that at some point you're gonna make a next curve,
Yes.
and you're gonna be prepared for
Ready
that
for
curve.
it. You're
Yes,
ready
ready
for
for
it.
it.
Yes.
So that's what I said.
Prepare for the worst. You know, be
Yes.
ready. You know, like what I like to say: hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
And in business,
you know?
they say, because as a strategic implementation professional, they also said that fail, but
Yes.
fail fast.
Fail fast. Yes,
And
yes,
fail fast and learn from it.
yes, yes. And you know, no shout out to you know, Marvel. I love the fact of Luke Cage. He used to always say forward, always forward.
Yes.
Because like me personally, I don't like to look backwards. That's when you fall. When you're running. When you're running this race, when you're moving forward, you don't need to look back too much. You can look to the side a little bit. You can see what's
Yeah,
going
be
on,
careful,
but
be
careful.
cautious, you know?
Be cautious of what's going on the side of you. But the moment you look back, you could trip up and fall. So, you know, you guys, excuse me, keep running the race.
That's why we have to
Because-
fail fast.
Yes, yes, fail fast and then get right to it. You know, I love it. I love that. Fail fast.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So, what would you say is your the moment that you failed and that was like a turning around moment? Like you turned your first negative to positive. Like, all right, I was really hoping this was going to be this way. It turned out not what I expected, but then I was able to grow from that. Like, could you give an example of like in a time in your
Oh,
in your
I can
life?
give you a real time right
Yes,
now
please.
example, because
Okay,
I like to
gotcha.
give it like raw, unfiltered,
Sure, please,
behind the
please.
scene, open
Please,
windows.
please. I know how it goes.
Right now, I am working on implementing the book database on the platform, because you know there are layers. So when I started, everything was moving forward really great.
Right.
But at some point, I came to realize I need to get access to that API database for merchants, such as, you know, all those merchants from books. So I don't have to
Right.
name them directly, but, you know, where you get your books,
Right.
either ebooks or audiobooks or
Sure.
physical books. So it wasn't easy. And I wasn't aware of the difficulty to get access to them. And I was really looking at other work that I have to do, such as the financing part,
Sure.
the marketing part. I was really focused on that, and I left that side of development to the IT team to take care of it.
Sure.
And after a while, they couldn't take care of it, and it's like I am at the center of the
Yes.
work. You know, I
Yes.
am like that.
Yes.
The essence of
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
And it was one of my failure, because I did not give them like enough attention to
Yes.
make sure like
You
they
didn't prepare
had
them. You didn't
yes,
feel like you
and
prepared
then
them for that moment.
and that's why right now I am chasing from my blog. I think the blog is really interesting.
Yes.
That from my blog, and I was really also ashamed. I didn't want to put myself forward, because I didn't want to feel like I didn't want people to judge me as a narcissist.
Sure.
That's another failure, because
get
Shestel is deeply and frankly, it's from me.
Sure.
And Shestel is like, when you see Shestel, it's me. When you see me, it's Shestel. So
Sure.
I shouldn't be ashamed to showcase my face, to let people see who I am behind Shestel. And
Right.
that was another mistake, and that prevent me from writing my blog, and I didn't want to put my name out there.
Sure.
And by the time to do it, it was like it's not too late,
No.
but I could have been like faster in the game.
I get it. I get
No?
it because like and I was just you know, watching so many videos, and it was saying how like with leadership you have to be the person that's willing to be in front,
Yes.
but to take the less credit.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
the
best
thing. I
leader.
didn't want to take credit. I wanted others
Right.
to do the
But
talk.
you
to-
still have to be in the front because it's your vision.
yes.
Nobody can push it like you can push it. Now I'll say, you know, I can relate to that. You know, I with this Untouched brand, it's went through many phases of individuals that was a part of what we were doing. And not until I met, shout out to Tone and the group we have now. Shout out to Scales too. We got Scales in the
Hi,
building.
Scales.
Yes, Lord. And we were able to create a different way of doing things than what I was used to, because I was
Sure.
always in the front, but then when it was time for the credit, I still was the one that they looked at that way. So with the group we have now, we work so collectively in everything that we're doing that even if with seeing me, because you will, when it comes to the brand, you see Untouched, you see Easy. It comes coincide. This is a childhood vision that is now a part of our lives. And now I'm able to see how it affects their lives in a way that I can step back and enjoy their growth in their profession,
Yes.
and whatever it may be.
Yes.
Whether it's in this music, we're gonna be tapping into films as well, books as
Okay.
well, and shout out to Scales once again. He's the in-house producer for here, man. His catalog is extensive. Can't wait to have his interview. That's coming real soon. But just to be able to step back for a second and to say, hey, this is where I feel, and like now to show the right attention to your people, like it's going to show in the results. And
Yes.
that's how I feel with our team. Once I was able to get myself around the right people and trust the fact that the networking and the connections that we have made is as true as it is. Because with those failed experiences with those people, it hardens the heart. It hardens the trust.
Yes,
It makes you want to
know.
just do everything yourself.
Yes.
And then that's when you become overwhelmed. That's when you become, it can become disastrous for
Yeah.
your
You're
business,
burnt
your
out,
brand. You're burnt out. You're burning
yeah.
yourself out. So, if anybody's listening, entrepreneurs, business owners, visionaries, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to delegate responsibility,
It is.
and don't look at it as if you're the king or the queen talking to the peasants. It's not like that at all, because at the end of the day, on that brand, it says a brand name, and it's not no one person. It represents everyone. And if
Yes.
you look at the vision of it, then you understand the vision. So shout out to the people that really get behind a vision and is willing to follow and then lead,
Yes.
because that's ultimately what we want as business owners, as entrepreneurs. We want to build something that continues to grow.
Yes.
And that where it's not just stayed where I'm
Yes.
just saying, hey, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody
Yes.
wants that. Nobody wants that.
You will not believe me that when I'm working on Shestel and I'm talking to one of my team member, and they are probably happy about the outcome from what they did, an idea they shared with me. I'm so happy because I feel
Right.
like, oh gosh, they got the point, they got the idea. That's what I'm talking about. Yes,
Right.
yes, they do get it.
Right.
I feel so happy because to me, the idea is as much as something for the public and for the people who are working to make it possible for the public. You see what I mean?
Got you,
And
yeah.
at first, when I didn't have a team, I acted as if I had a team, and I didn't want to put myself like at the forefront of things. I
Sure.
wanted to stay back, but I didn't have a team, and I should have accept my role as the face of the brand, and I didn't want to
Didn't want to.
hold that title, and that was one of my mistakes. And 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, I had to reshape so many things. I had to take care of reconceptualize, and I didn't want to. There's another thing. I was really conflicted between sending out newsletters than sending out blogs. And to me, they are two different things. A newsletter
Gotcha.
is much more like a corporate style
Gotcha.
information you are sending out to your email contacts and
Sure.
to people to give them probably surface level information about what is
Yeah.
happening.
And get them to click so they can go
Yeah, just
actually
a click
to the
like
site.
infographic, statistic
Yeah.
information.
Clickbait type of deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But to me, a blog style would be more about the way that I would want it,
Gotcha.
but I didn't do it. Then would be sharing what I like about entertainment, my own experience, what is making me happy, what is trending, stuff
Sure,
like that.
sure.
And I didn't want to do it. I wanted to follow the trend of the corporate style of sending out newsletter, and I started on LinkedIn, and it started working. But after a while, I came to realize, no, it's not working anymore, and that's why I said, okay, you know what? I'm going straight for my blog, and I'm going to start writing. I'm going
There we go.
to write down my articles. I'm going to start doing that. But the thing is, I should have started with that earlier.
A long
I
time
should have
ago.
I didn't want to have my name out there. That is the thing.
Sure.
I didn't want to feel like I have the brand. I created the platform. It's
Be
already
proud.
me.
Be proud of it. You gotta be proud of your
I
creation.
am proud of my creation, but the
Sure.
thing is, I wanted others like to gain,
I
like to
get it.
benefit from
Right.
from that creation. I wanted like, okay, if it's me, the founder, it's already big enough.
Sure.
So someone else might take the credit
And
for
that
the
was
blog.
that was
Someone
one
else.
thing. Excuse me. That was one thing my mother always said about me, is that she was always say, that's your problem. She goes, you always try to bring everybody along for your vision. Not everyone is gonna believe in what you believe
Yeah.
the way you believe it. So sometimes you come across those individuals that can't grasp your vision.
Grasping the vision. Yeah.
Yeah, so like it takes time to find the right people. And and then now the way she looks at it, she feels like I'm around the right people, which is awesome. But she's been saying that my whole life. My whole life she said, you keep trying to bring people along with you. You just don't want it to be about you, and it's about everybody, but this is a vision that you have. So you have to be in the forefront. You have to have yourself in the mix. And the people that don't want that or would oppose that, those people actually may not be good for you. You
Yeah.
want people that can side with you and help it grow,
Yes.
and not people that would look at you as if you're trying to be this goddess of Shestel.
Yeah.
But that's not what you want to come off as. You want it to be a sisterhood, brotherhood, a family.
Transformation.
Yes. Yes.
That's transformation.
Yes.
It's like being a leader who is allowing people to. I'm giving you the tools. I have access to some resources,
Yes.
so let's share those
Let's share it
resources,
to- yeah,
and
let's
I
share it
am
with
going
each
to influence you and I'm going to guide you, not micromanaging you.
No.
I don't like micromanaging people.
No, of course not.
I like to give you like your freedom, guidance for sure, directive of course, but giving you like that freedom to express yourself,
Right.
be creative. Because one of the things that I really don't like, and I spent a lot of years working like that behind the desk, working on my computers like from 8 to or probably 6 a.m. Probably sometimes I
Right.
go to work at 6 a.m. and leaving at 10 p.m.
Right.
sitting and working all the time. And I felt like after a while I started feeling like I'm losing my touch because I want the challenge. I want something that could really challenge me.
Right.
After a while I felt like I understand the system too well. I understand that too well.
Got
I
it.
want something that can
Something
keep
that can
me
get you going.
on my toes. So that's what I wanted to work on, and I wanted people around me with whom I can create, with whom I can like keep questioning, keep
Right.
asking questions, and keep building, keep creating, and be happy.
Yes.
But to be honest with you, in my youth, I was in Haiti, and one of my best friend, Emanuela, now she's living in Canada. She has her own band and everything. I was her manager. She was a singer. She's still a singer, not was.
Okay,
she is
okay.
still, and she
Where can you find her stuff, man? Shout out to her.
Oh yes, she's really great. She's excellent. It's like one of the best singer ever.
Yeah,
She
she's
has
going as like one of the top ever.
Yeah,
you
to me,
saying?
yes. To me,
you.
she is.
Okay.
Yes. To me, she is, and she's in Canada, and she has her own band, and you can look her up. Her name is Emanuela Michelle, and
All right,
I was
can you spell that out?
Emanuela EMMUEMMA and UELLE and Michelle MICH. Not double L, one L.
One L?
Yes. I don't think she has a knee in her name, but who knows? Am I losing my touch?
But that's awesome. You have to
Not
have her-
Emmanuel, but Emanuela.
I mean, oh, with an A.
If a knee, not a knee.
Gotcha.
And I think I was really drawn to her, and even if I was like managing her, or I don't know, I feel like during my youth I was already on that right path. It's like, you see what I mean? It's
Got
like
it.
it was there. I couldn't see it.
You
I
didn't
wasn't
see it yet.
aware of the
Right.
situation. I wasn't
Gotcha.
aware about what was happening around me, and probably I was denying it. Sometimes.
But it wasn't like a necessarily thing. It's not necessarily you was into. It's not
Yes,
like a
because
thing.
I was busy
It was
working.
around you though. Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was around you. So
know,
you had a different passion.
Yes,
Sure.
but I was also into what she was doing, not
Right.
as being an artist myself. You see
Sure.
what I mean? But I was drawn into what she was doing, like the thrills, the effects, like the way she can express herself, like the way I feel moved when she's singing, and I was already into that, and I couldn't really express that. It's really interesting sometimes, to look at the past, and that's why I like emotional intelligence.
Yes.
It helps you to improve your awareness.
Sure. Well,
And
hindsight, I always believe is 2020. That's what they always like to say. Like the saying is, hindsight is 2020. Look, when you look back, you're able to see it clearer than you was when you were in the situation.
and that's what I said this morning on my podcast. Thought from the couch. I've watched that TV show, The Witcher, and when I watched it the first time, I watched it for watching it.
For what it
Something
was,
was
just for a
playing on the TV, and I
Sure,
was
sure,
watching
sure.
it. But after a while, I spent the entire week watching the same TV show again and again. When it's done, I just started replaying it. And when I finally got the call message from the TV show, I
Right.
was hooked. And I
Yeah.
said, I have to start
Now I gotta watch it again. So it's been spinning as background noise probably for
Yes,
that long time.
there are so many layers from that.
Yes.
It's like probably for some people they might be drawn into like the monsters, because there
Sure,
are
that's what it
monsters
is.
like mages,
Sure,
elves, and
Yeah.
and dwarves.
Sure.
But there's so much more
That they have in store with it.
from that TV show.
Yeah, that's
you can
awesome.
analyze.
Shout out to The Witcher, man.
Yes,
That's a
it's
show
like,
that's out there.
and I asked myself, because it is trending.
Yeah.
That's the question I asked on this morning at
So
11 a.m.
is that something that you would push on Shestel? Like
It is on
people that-
Shestel.
Oh, it's
Like
on
you
there
can
already.
search it on Shestel, and
that's
you can
awesome.
create your community
Look
and
at
talk
that.
about
Look
it.
at that.
And talk about
That's
I don't
cool.
know, peel the
Did
layers.
you tap in since this is one of the new shows? You should have went in as like the
I'm
person.
going to right
yeah,
now.
you should
to
go
share
in
it on
and
my
say something.
profile
Hey,
to say that's one of the
that's
things
what
that I
you
would
should
like
do.
to
That's
talk
hey,
about. Because
step in front.
it's like I
Dolores.
hated the guy, one of the main actors. I hated him.
Yeah.
I hated him.
Yeah.
Just hated him
And
for
now all
this.
of a sudden you
And now
like
I started
him.
asking
See?
myself, why did I
you
hate him?
See how that works? Yeah, some just hate for no
He
reason.
ruined me. Yes, because I just saw a monster, and when I got to listen to him talking, the
Yeah.
characters, like the way he was playing,
Sure.
like the messages, like
Right.
the words.
Yeah.
I'm asking myself if these days when we are watching TV, are we listening or
So-
making sure we
Right. Or are we
read,
just looking
we
at the
hear
surface
everything.
of it? You know, a lot of us just look at the surface of it, which is wild. You know, I'm a big thinker. So I'm someone that can watch something. I like to break things down. I like to look into things. You know, hey, like I said, to see how things work. I like that type of stuff. I like watching shows and getting into it.
Yes.
You know, so you can connect with characters and things like that. So when you was watching this character and you didn't like him, and then now all of a
I
sudden
hated him.
You hated
because
him.
I felt
went
like he
past
was
dislike.
mild-mannered.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, that's a wild beast. You are
Right.
a man, but you are a beast because you are mild-mannered. You don't know how to say good morning. You don't know.
Right.
I feel like
So do
you
you
should have
think?
been grateful to
So
life.
do you think that was written for that, to throw the people off, to make them not like him at first, but end up loving him at the end, and that's where we go into the creator part of it.
The directors, I don't know whoever I should blame for that, but I don't know who exactly I should blame for that. But I feel like they
Yeah.
are throwing so many layers that are, to me, superficial at first,
Sure. of
and
course.
and depriving people from the essence of the show.
What's going on?
You know what's really going on, because the cinematography is really
Yeah, it's
great.
really good. It's really
It's
good.
like it's captivating. It's
Where
like
can you find the
enchanting.
show?
You can. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's on
okay.
Netflix.
That's awesome.
It's
I might have to give it a spin.
And when you watch the first season, you're not going to understand anything.
It's okay.
You have to watch the entire TV show.
What season
and
is
it's-
it on? Where are you currently?
Oh, I'm
Oh, you
at the
deep.
top.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah. Oh, you
deep.
caught up. You caught
now
up now. So now
I'm
you're on
caught
it.
up. So I'm just waiting for July 27
Oh,
because
look
on
at
July
that.
27
Got
they are going
dates
to
out.
release the second part
July
of third
27.
season.
See how that goes? Like,
Yes.
on it. On it.
Now, you know who I hate? At first, I
Uh-oh.
hated the Richard. Like his name is Geralt.
Sure.
And I liked Yennefer. But now I hate
the switch.
Yennefer.
It's the switch.
And I like Geralt.
See how that works?
You know why I hate Yennefer? I don't really hate her. It's like
Spoiler
I
alert.
feel a little bit I despise her just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because every single time when they are asking her, what do you want? She keeps saying, I want everything.
Yeah.
And she's acting in a way like she deserves everything on earth and everyone is doing something wrong to her. But
So
she's
it's a
not like
victim.
grateful. She's
And not
acting
grateful.
as a victim, but you are a freaking mage, you know? You are
Yeah.
a mage. You are
Yeah.
like a sorcerer. You have
Yes.
powers. You're not grateful
Yes.
for that?
It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Okay, you okay?
And you're not grateful for that?
Right.
And
Right.
it's like, and she was like, she had some damage to her spine,
Sure.
and she became a sorcerer, and
Sure.
then she
Spoiler
had like
alert.
the choice.
Spoiler alert.
She had a
if you didn't
choice.
see it.
It's like from 2021. It's not that spoiler
It's
anymore.
okay.
She had a
Spoiler.
choice between staying the way she is
Yeah.
and be able to give birth, or changing her look and not being able to give birth anymore. But that's
Right.
your own choice.
Sure.
You have to choose. And they told her by choosing so, changing her look,
Yes.
she will have to give up her ability to give birth.
Wow.
And you know what? She keep blaming everyone. It's
Else.
like, oh, they
But she made
they-
that choice.
They took my choice. I
Yeah.
cannot give birth anymore. But you
You
decided,
decided to do that.
to
Yeah.
took that path.
See how that works?
But I'm asking myself if, like, because after watching the show, I watched like the after show,
Mm-hmm.
making like so many interesting behind the scene.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm asking myself if these days, if we are taking time not only to laugh about like the cinematography, like something really funny,
Sure.
a character might say that might be
Sure.
interesting, like to say, ah, you know. I'm asking myself if we are really taking time these days to analyze things, to question, or
Sure.
to really pick why I like that character, why I don't like it, and
Right.
based on what. Why exactly you decided to like or to not like, and the
And-
reason for that.
And I believe when it comes to film, when you get so invested in a character to where you like them or dislike them, I think that's like a kudos and a shout out to their ability to act, because in that moment they are so convincing they make you feel the character. They make you feel those moments of when they're assholes or when they're like good people or when they, you know what I'm saying? Like they give you that,
Yes.
and you believe them, you know, and then they may not even be that off camera, but on camera for that character.
Like your reality.
So yeah, it's really cool how actors and actresses, they are able to tap in to a part of themselves, or you know, even if it's not a part of who they are, but they're able to tap into something that creates such cinematic greatness, you know, for us to take in and embrace and to find a great pleasure in,
Yes.
great enjoyment in. And I think it's very, very important for entertainers, creators, people that are, you know, into this field to tap into Shestel, because I feel like that is a place where we can,
for that conversation,
right?
and yes,
where us
and
as us as creators, content creators, and artists, actors, actresses of all sorts, authors, storytellers, like they can benefit from a place like this, because you can speak freely on the breakdown of this great work of art, and I think that's pretty cool, man.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yes. And actually, before coming here, you invited me. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank
pleasure
you
is
for
ours. The
inviting
pleasure
me.
is ours.
And thank you for anyone who
Of
is
course.
listening right now. Thank you, Izzy, again.
Yes, yes.
And before coming here, I was getting dressed and I was watching something else on screen. So forgive me.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
a really big binge watcher. So
No, that's as you should. As you should.
and I was watching that TV show and I was asking myself, okay, these days so many things are trending. I'm not going to watch something that is trending. I'm going to watch something that is not trending.
Right,
And I
right.
watched Shadow and Bones, and it is so
Shadow and Bones, you said?
yes, Shadow and
Okay.
Bone,
And that's on. Is that on Netflix?
also on
Okay.
Netflix, and it's not really trending. It's not making like big hits such
Sure.
as The
I'm okay
Witcher.
with those. I like those. Those
But
are the ones that are slept on. I like those
Sometimes
slept
it
on ones.
is so deep. It's
Okay.
like I'm not going to spoil anything.
No, don't do it yet,
Probably
because you
another
spoiled the other
time,
one. I
if
feel like
I'm-
I watched The
if
Witcher
I'm-
already now.
If I'm invited
This
the
point.
next time, probably
Of course,
I'll
you're always
dive
invited.
into it.
Please. I
But I'm not
definitely
going
want
to
you.
say a word.
I want you to come in and what you said, Shadow and Bones.
Yes.
Check out Shadow and Bones. That's another one that
I would
that
like
you
to
would just
talk
start
about
binging,
it.
and we'll talk about, so we can revisit for the next time. And I just, once again, I want to thank you for coming on the show and sharing some of your
And
experiences.
before I go,
Please, I want you
I'm
to
going
share
to
whatever you
have a
want to.
contest. And
Okay.
that contest the name is Guess the Flick, Get the Swag.
Okay.
You're gonna guess the flick and you get the swag. It's easy.
Okay.
And that contest is like on my podcast, you're gonna call. You're gonna have to follow the steps and the rules, because I'm a big believer in rules sometimes.
Okay,
And so
okay.
follow the rules. You,
Sure.
you register for the contest. And
Where can you
call
find this
in.
contest? Where is this contest?
It's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be published. I'm going to share with you the information.
Okay, awesome.
And I'm going to have like a list of movies, and then I'm going to read the script and to ask you what's the title, because if you're really interested
Yeah,
into it,
and you can
it's
catch
going to
it.
be about books over time. It's also to be about music, and I'm going to ask what's the title, and then you can figure it out. That's
Okay,
great, and then you
that's
get a T-shirt,
awesome.
you get a tote bag, and you get other
That's
amazing
interacting.
prizes.
I like
Yes.
that type of stuff, because then
Yes.
that's how you connect with the people.
And then if you want to keep going with the conversation, because I'm going to keep going with the conversation, you
Right,
can
right.
download Shestel, and then you can create your own community, and then
Right.
to keep,
That's
let's talk.
awesome. Let's talk. Let's talk. That's what
Yes.
it's all about. Network is the best work, people. If you,
Yeah.
you come across people from different walks of life,
Mm-hmm.
different backgrounds, ethnic, backgrounds, and it doesn't matter what color you are. Just be a good human.
Yeah.
We're human beings at the end of
That's
the
the
day, and we
thing.
want to connect with others that are like-minded individuals that can help push your vision forward,
Mm-hmm.
help push their vision forward, and it just helps everybody win, man. We support winners over here.
I'm sharing right now.
There we
you
go.
can be my,
Okay, send that right on over to me. Text that right on over. We're gonna
I'm
have
going to share
we're
it
gonna
on my
have
profile
all the
right
stuff. We
on
have
my
all the stuff
feed.
on the bio for sure. Dolores, you have been a treat to us. I thank you
I
for
really liked
coming.
it.
I
I
really want you
liked,
to come again. You know, this can be a regular thing. We're
you know,
open. Shout out to everybody that helps this go forward. You know, big shout out to Tone on the ones and twos, baby. And I like to say this before I go. What they gonna do with us, Tone? Nothing. You hear me? So, this concludes another episode, and I want you guys to really tap in with Dolores and Shestel.com. It's a very, very interesting concept, and it's very innovative, and I believe it's going to, you know, transcend into different uh, forms of entertainment. People that are able to connect with their fans, and I think that's an awesome thing. I love the fans. I love the people who support the people who create,
yeah.
and it seems like this app, this website, your vision supports that. And shout out to you, Dolores, for
Thank
that.
you.
Yes, yes,
Shout out to you too.
yes, yes. And we out.